morning from Vietnam. I'm trying to cook breakfast and you just missed me cussing the eggs. Because someone fell on the floor and I had to throw them away. You know, that's viable eggs. The cleaning ladies are supposed to be here soon, so they're going to be noisy, but hopefully I'll be done with this. Anyway, okay, so here's the first thing I was going to talk about was I talked with Erica yesterday about how to do this thing that I'm doing now, but on the regular channel. Oh, I'm hot. I just took it out of the skillet. And so she says, I think you start with Good Morning Hanoi. Then you should start at the place you start your day, like the hotel room. And then go to the breakfast place. Kind of like how Mr. Rogers used to do. I like that comparison. Mr. Rogers starts out outside and then goes in. Anyway, but if you start from wherever you are and then go to your outing, then it's like I'm taking everybody with me. So here's the problem with that. I'm not taking everybody with me. Well, I don't know if this is a problem. You guys tell me what you think. This is where the comments can actually help if you, I mean, obviously you can message me any way you want because you guys pretty much all know me. It's a public channel, but it is not publicly known. Or internationally known. I want to get some water. Can you guys tolerate me stepping into the background and getting some water? So here's the thing. Here's my thought on doing this. I want to do these in the morning, and even before I can do live stream, I want to just post them as soon as I do them. Kind of like I'm doing now, not a lot of prep. It doesn't take a lot, and then, I'll throw on a title screen, something like that, and but that's about it. No editing or anything goes into this. So I'll just put it on like this. Let's see. It's supposed to be hot outside. I think outside is prettier to stand out there and do the video. Oh, goodness. I always put things in my hand and then walk over to open the door. Because that's the kind of genius I am. So I want to post these early in the morning. And there will be a video posting later that day, so maybe that makes up for it. But the original thought was I was going to do like an 8-hour, live stream. This is when I didn't really know what was involved in all this. Like an 8-hour live stream, and I'm being the tourist and going around, and you're watching me be a tourist all day. And because the gamers, I tell you what, I watch these gamers, and they go for hours just playing video games. And people watch. They got, let's say, the most popular one that I watch has got something like 200,000 subscribers. I don't know how many views he gets. I want to say he closes in on 1 million pretty regularly. He's probably had some that passed that, but there's a guy that's just clearly just doing the shit out of his basement. He doesn't have any graphics. He's not set up, and he's got 10,000 subscribers. So my thought was, if they can get that, there's at least enough people who are interested in the real world. I mean, I play video games too, but I'm just saying, it's not the real world. So there's got to be at least as many people that are interested in the real world, right? Maybe not. I mean, I know I try and tune out of it, but this isn't real world. It's just vacation world. So, yeah, I want to look at my breakfast? No, you probably don't. That's what I'm doing. Eggs and potatoes over some noodles. I didn't really stir the noodles. That's not good. Oh well. Yeah, so I hope there'll be a video posting later in the day. I mean, my goal is to be able to, if you guys have watched the other channel at all, if you've clicked on it and seen any of those, they're just short videos. Now I want to get more involved in that, but that's like stuff I shot over the past year and a half. Well, over the year and a half when I could go out. And you know, without real planning, I think I could do a little bit longer videos. Although the goal is really not to get long videos. I'd rather have high, what I call them, retention rates, or a short video of 2 or 3 minutes than to make as I've done for the time in China, to make like 20 and 30 minute videos and nobody watches them at all. I think that dissuades people. I know it does me. If I'm surfing, I feel like this should be up. Don't you feel like it should be pointed towards up? Towards up. Up is... who cares? Let's not worry about it. Anyway. So, yeah. So I made these like 30-minute videos. Nobody turns it. If I'm on YouTube searching around and I see a video length of 20 or 30 minutes, I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Which is crazy because I'm on there for hours. I always feel like I'm just about to get off. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Maybe I'll watch this one last video. But I'm not going to watch it if it says 30 minutes. Unless I already know the person. I kind of feel like the short videos of transit, motorbike rides, and maybe even food, that's what's going to draw people in. And then, you know, if they like watching those, 2 or 3 minutes is not a big investment. Then they'll start looking into the channel and say, oh, here's this morning thing he does. Let's see what that's about. Or, you know, here's this long video he did. So I'm sure I'll do some long videos. Anyway, that's the idea. So, if you've watched any of those videos so far, you'll notice they run 1-2 minutes. And they're just shots of different parts of Hanoi, and they're already getting repetitive. I'm like, oh, okay, this is why a travel place has to go different places. And since I've been here for a year and a half, I got a lot of footage, and I'm obviously not going to use all of it, but I'm going to like pan over the year. At least some of the tourist stuff I did. Anywho, yeah, so that's what's going to post later in the day, and my goal, because I'm producing a high quantity, because I'm producing short videos, I don't know if you call it, they're probably not high quality, to be honest, so they're just quick edits, and this is what happened, and this was the place. Did you see my bald spot when I did that? Yeah. I don't think so. Of course, I had to look to see it. I'm not watching the video later. I had to be careful while I'm eating. I mean, I don't care if people see the bald spot, but I don't want to put it on display like, hey, here it is, let me stick it right in the camera for you. But maybe if we were in a restaurant, the camera would be farther away. People love to see you eat. This is the one eating thing where I'm not going to focus on the food. But so I want to get up in the morning, do this video, both for me to say, so I can look at the camera and go, here's my plan for the day. You know, not that that really holds me to it, because nobody will know. But to at least you'll get a plan in place. And for people who are interested in following where I'm at, but I'm actually going different places. For people who are interested in following that, that will allow them to keep in touch and go, oh, okay, he's doing this today. It also should come out just after work. Oh, the frequency, because I'm doing these so often. I'm doing lots of small videos, short videos. I plan on putting one out every day, maybe except Sunday or something, because I gotta worship on Sunday. I guess it's according to the exact number. I'll probably knock off weekends because I read on the YouTube, how to make your YouTube channel a success. I read that the most popular time for people to watch videos is Monday just before lunch. So I imagine pretty much any time at work, people are like, yeah, I'd rather watch YouTube. So Monday through Friday, I think it's going to be the prime posting times. But since I'm on the other side of the planet, when I get up in the morning, this would be an evening thing. So hopefully people can process that. Maybe that's too much, information. And maybe it doesn't matter. But if I post the live thing when I do it, then it'll be something in the evening. And then the next day at work, in the morning at work, people will see the next video come through. Yeah, that's the idea. So, I guess the point of saying all that is that if I am if I'm not going to follow up with something necessarily that is the thing I did that day, like the video I post is not necessarily what I was doing that day. In fact, it's almost guaranteed not to be, because it takes some time to come back, do whatever slapstick editing I end up doing, which for other videos I would be editing, just not this one. Come back, do the editing, and then post it. And the thing is too, I guess it doesn't take a lot, but the thing is too, like, what's going to happen, I already know, is that if I want to make a video about, riding the bus, then that's going to be footage from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of riding the bus. And then I want to make a video about pho. Pho is really good. I think it's supposed to be pronounced pho. I don't know. That pho just sounds like animal, stuff. Anyway, that's so I'm going to make that video, and I go get my pho footage on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, or maybe it's not the same number as the other, but they all finish up around the same time. And I'm not just doing 2 things; I'm doing 24 things, and they're all going to start finishing up, 2 or 3 weeks after I start them. And so from that point, I start scheduling posts, but you might be scheduling 2 or 3 a day, so you're not going to post them all on the same day. So in other words, I guess I'm just reiterating the fact that I would not be posting something I did that day in most every case. No bald-spot. I love the taste of no bald spot in the camera. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know if that changes anything, honestly. I don't know if that changes any of the advice, but it is broken down into either I start here and walk over to the breakfast place and then, goodbye, see you later, we'll post later today, or I start at the breakfast place and stay there. Actually, you know what, I think in saying this out loud, this problem probably pretty much solves itself because of this. I'm not going to be that well on schedule every day. When I get to a point where I live stream, I can't do what I did today, which I didn't mention it, but last night I was doing so good on my video game. I sat up really late, and I knew I wanted to get up and do this, and I knew the cleaning ladies were coming, and I was still went ahead and sat up super late, which usually I just lay in bed and look at the ceiling until about the same time, so it's not that much different, but that's why I'm trying to set my calendars and schedules and make it so I can be up in the morning. Because when I move to a live stream version, I can get away with it as long as I'm recording like this, although people will notice if anybody's following and waiting for them, they'll notice it didn't come out at the appropriate time. But with a live stream, I mean, the thing sends out notices and it says, tune into the live stream, and blah, blah, blah. And you cannot, like, still be in bed when the live stream happens. So that's, like, part of the whole thing, like, that is forcing me to get up and get started, which is good when you don't have a clock to punch. But, even given that, the main question is, so I guess, like, trying to schedule it is, I'm always going to be leaving the house at this time. I doubt it. If I manage to be ahead of schedule, I'll probably start out over there at the table, and when the live stream starts, I'll just already be eating. Because it's really about the conversation that I'm having with there is, when you do a live stream, there is like a chat back and forth. So, it's not just me talking to the camera. So that's why I like the idea of a live stream. And people can say, "Ooh, what are you doing today?" And I'm going to be like, touring the Vatican. Whatever's on the list, I didn't even look. No, you had to be organized for this. Actually, that's what I like about it. It's like organizing a vacation every day. The reason I like traveling so much is the organizing. I get to make a list of things to do. And then check them off. That's the satisfying part, checking those things off the list. But anyhow, so was that it? Did I wrap it up? I don't think I did. Some loose end of that. Oh, so there still remains the question of not whether to come from the place I'm staying over to the breakfast place, because that will happen some days and probably not others. If I'm doing this 5 or 6 days a week, whatever schedule I set for releasing videos, that's what I'll do this for. So if there's going to be a video release later that day, or if it's a normal schedule that it is, then I will live stream a morning show. Now, there's actually two things. Okay, so I have to remember probably tomorrow to talk about the other one, but so I'm going to go ahead and mention it now, which is live streams are often much longer than 20 minutes. My thought, my feeling is to just leave it at 20 minutes, because who eats breakfast for more than 20 minutes? Right? Now, I guess I could start it, I don't know. Anyways, this is something I need to think about. Is that usually live streams run longer than 20 minutes because people don't get the message and tune in like immediately. It takes them a while, and if it takes you 20 minutes to tune in, your show's over, right? So that's what I need to think about. Anyway, put that out there. And then the other thing, I do like the part about the Mr. Rogers thing, but here's the one snag in that. Maybe not if it's a longer show, but here's the snag. If I find one great breakfast place to go to every morning, then the show will be the same every morning. And I can do the walk from the apartment, like here over to that noodle shop right there. Actually, that's a coffee shop, but they get noodles from across the street anyway. Well, okay, I'll show you. Since we only have a second or two left. Okay, that coffee shop, the one I'm always raving about and going to. Oh no! Oh, that's not what we wanted. Let's see if oh, come on now. Be like that. No, don't do that. Come on. Don't be stupid. Okay, well, this is kind of the end of the show. Oh, there goes, wait. Okay, we don't want that. We want to come back to me. Okay. Be careful tilting it, I guess, is the advice. I wonder if I should make it go higher up in the clamp. Anyway, so the other option is to go to a different place every day, which would be more exciting, but you really could not do the walk there because it would be a completely different amount of time. Unless maybe the show go to an hour. That's possible. Anyway, that's what I want you. That's your homework for tomorrow. Give me some advice on that, and I will update you when shit opens up. Talk to you guys later. Bye.